cultural synergy, communication is very important. It would interest you to know that people sometimes dislike you based on how you call them. It's not about the pronunciation of names. That is also another thing to talk about next time. But today we are looking at the arrangement of names, how it is important in communication. People also get to like you for the first time without knowing anything about you based on how you call them. You get it? So this is a very important part of communication, even as we explore culture, try to know people, try to influence people, and make good friends. So I'm going to use a typical Ghanaian name as our model into this video, and generally we have 3 or 2 compositions of names. So we're going to have the first name, the middle name, and the surname. So we have the first name as Alex, the middle name as Kofi, and the surname as Insia. Now, being in the same league or in the same class with this person, it would be very expedient for you to call them with their first name, or maybe the middle name. The middle name, being Ghanaian, is also a very friendly way of relating with someone. It's a very friendly way of relating with someone. But you cannot call them with their surname if you are not in the same league with them. So calling people by their surname whilst you are in the same league or in the same class with them doesn't really help, because surnames are very sensitive. They are family names that, it commands respect. So when you call somebody that you are in the same class with or in the same league with a family name, you are trying to gain much of his attention, his sensitivity, without you telling him something so much of importance. And that is actually a waste of energy. So people do not like it when you call them by their surname whilst they are in the same class with you. Again, you cannot call somebody that is not in your league, for instance your boss, with his first name or even the middle name. Call them with their surnames, because it is a way of showing reverence to them, and that is very important. When it comes to the other way, your boss might decide to call you with your surname or your first name. In Western culture, when your boss starts to call you with your first name, like Alex, it means he likes you, and there is that kind of good relationship going on between the two of you. But when he calls you with your surname and adds Mr. Insia, it is an official meeting, and that's you must really sit up. There's something that he's going to tell you. All right, so there is another thing that I like us to look at, especially with Ghanaian fellows. When you are communicating with a Ghanaian, there is something very common about them. They go with please all the time. Yes, please. No, please. Okay, please. When you are humble, It's not about how many times you add please to your conversations that make people to know that you are very humble. No. And I think being in that kind of society where we have all been doing that thing, it's kind of affected me until I decided to unlearn that. And so I was on call with one of my mentors in the US. She teaches English and French. So we're having a call and she asked questions and I said, yes, please. Yeah. And then she told me, you know what, it's not right to say yes, please. Because when you say yes, please, it's like I'm talking and you want to add up to something. So yes, please. And that means that I would have to pause for you to say something. I said, oh, really? I didn't know that was the meaning of me saying yes, please. I only thought that being my senior and my mentor who is actually guiding me through some courses and all that, saying yes, please is a way of showing respect. But to her, it gave her a different meaning. And so I had to unlearn that. And so, if you are humble, if you are a good person, if you are very polite, it's not about using so many places in your communications. They don't really help. And then I hope that this video helps. You can also share to help someone, and you may subscribe to this channel as we explore more on cultural synergy. Thanks so much for watching, and see you another time. Bye-bye.